NOC. Are we really still here?
We are, bro.
This thing isn't done yet. I mean,
No,
whoa, who's that guy?
I was gone for a month and you guys aren't done?
No, we're not done. So
Well,
we're waiting for you.
I need to go away again, Ben. It's got ice on it and stuff. Hey, by the way, I got a bunch of wood at the dump.
You picked up stuff at the dump?
Yeah, PT.
You're supposed to get rid of stuff.
No, check it out. I can build like a whole house with what I got there.
All right.
Yeah. So all this pressure treated right here.
Really?
Somebody threw it out at the dump, and I needed some small pressure treated today.
Yeah.
And boom, there it was.
So we're gonna build the stand for the pressure tank out of that.
Yeah, it's perfect.
That is perfect.
Look at
I
that.
can't believe somebody threw that away.
I know, and I got a bunch of 6x6 pieces too that are like 3 feet long.
Okay.
I threw them out at the shop. Dude, score.
I'm telling you, that's part of the problem with construction is people just throw stuff out and waste it like crazy.
Yeah, I would never throw this away. I would take it home, or find someone that needed it.
Good job.
Today I need
I'm actually proud of you.
Hey, thanks.
So I guess painting's off the list for a while.
Well,
No.
Also, we don't have any paint for the bathrooms.
I got a heater. We can,
If you've been following along, we're like this close to getting a CO. And the main thing we need to get done is the final trim out on the plumbing, which includes getting the pressure tank put in, the faucets in the bathrooms and the kitchen, toilet, shower trims, and that type of thing. They won't pass a CO if you don't have toilets and sinks. So today the plumber's coming. We're gonna try to get all that stuff done. And I'm gonna ask Jamie what else there is to do.
Well, it looks like there's not much to do. But
Okay,
there
don't
is.
click away yet.
We've got
must be something.
We got to trim out a wood ceiling in the bathroom. We got to take all the haze off of our grouting job on the showers. All right, we got to finish up our cable rail with these special donuts.
Okay.
Whole bag of them. Over the toilet and the sink.
The first thing we're working on here is ripping some trim down to trim out the ceiling in the upstairs bathroom. It has a wood ceiling. We didn't do that yet. And I've realized just as we're doing this, we've never really gave any good construction advice on table saws. So I'm gonna do that right now. The hardest thing about ripping long material is that you need to keep it against the fence the whole time, the infeed and the outfeed side. And running it with two people like you need to do on long material like that, it's not easy. I've seen a lot of people that are new to construction just botch it. If you don't keep it tight to the fence, the width of your rip actually changes.
Variable rip.
Yeah, that's not good usually. So what I like to do is hawk-eye the board. Yeah, the board on the fence. I stare at the fence and make sure that the infeed and the outfeed side of the board are tight to the fence the whole way. A good outfeed man will also be staring at the fence, not the blade or the person running the other end of the board. And if two people are working together like that, you could possibly get a good rip. There you go.
I just did that.
Your shirt's covered in sawdust for your wife.
Like that. Stick to it.
Did you call that?
Oh, it's all recorded.
Oh, good. That's really how it happened. One other thing. When I bought this table saw, it's a Bosch brand. You'll notice I don't have many other Bosch tools, maybe one or two. What I did was I went into Lowe's and I clamped all the fences down on the demo models. And then I took my fist and banged against the fence as hard as I could to see if it moved. I picked the Bosch. It was the most expensive at the time. I picked it because the fence didn't move. The reason is when you're running long stock like this through, you have a lot of force between the blade and the material and the fence. If you're going like this, back and forth, it's a lot of leverage. And if your fence doesn't lock down really tight, the fence will move and you'll get a variable rip. And it's not really a user error, it's a tool error. So we were having that problem with some other ones we had. That's when I picked the Bosch. This is probably 3 or 4 years ago or 5 years ago. So when you're looking for a table saw, for me, a fence that locks really, really tight is important for using it in framing purposes.
Eric bangs fences.
Wow, I didn't know he knew that much about woodworking.
There's a lot to be known.
Oh! Ray bangs wood. Watch out for your head there, bub.
that on camera?
I heard it.
I think about stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't talk about it as much.
Oh, that's what it is. This is probably the talking. That's probably what it is.
Some tension.
So.
The one weak point we found in this Bosch table saw over time, and this is probably due to dust being in there. This is what you have to do right here. This won't crank up unless you pull on it at the same time. So we need to take this apart and figure out why that is. That's not normal. I don't know. Or we could just get a new one. This has been left out in the rain a lot of times. You ever wonder why people don't make small rooms really tall?
Yeah, this is the reason.
This is the reason. Look at this. To get this measurement, I just had to do this. Like, and then read the measurement like that. So that's our trim job we got to do.
I mean, who designed this house?
Seemed like it's going to be fun. Yeah, it was me.
Oh.
Alright, let me move down. Hold what you got. 62 and 15. Stuff we gotta get it flat, get the ceiling and the bevel cut flat against the drywall there.
Yeah, I think we need some more stuff in this bathroom.
This is
2 ladders, 2 guys, guns. That's just you, bud.
86 3/4.
I'm sorry, could you speak into the camera?
86 3/4 in case I need to review this later because I forgot the measurement. I just opened this up.
Hey, so do you really want me to film you putting another piece of trim in?
This is what we're doing today, bud. This is how houses get finished. You do all the stuff that seems really boring and not fun.
Yeah, it seems to drag. Like, you can frame the whole house in like a week and it takes you 2 months to finish up a couple things.
I was actually going to say more about that. Maybe I'll wait till I'm outside, but it's a struggle. I probably stress out more about the finishing up stuff just because you got to figure out what to do. Like, I know how to build the whole house, frame it, you know.
Yeah.
That's no problem. We're using the air guns today, the pass load, because they can get into tighter spots. They're just narrower. See how narrow that is? The battery ones are just bulkier.
Actually, that might hold. Now this part goes in the door. Boop.
Oh, there you go.
Boop.
That'll work great. We've never tried this, but we're gonna try to just shut the door against this and let Jamie screw it to the door right where it goes so we don't have to measure or anything.
This better not be a joke. Because it's dark in here, and this is the only way out.
See ya. Here we go. Let's see if we can do it.
We'll put a screw right through here.
Okay.
All right, let me get my light on. Here we go. All right, you got some pressure on it?
Yep.
Okay. In there. Now, can you
He's talking right away.
see if you can open it without a knob? Like
Okay.
if you can grab on the trim and open it.
Yeah, no problem.
So we don't even need to put a knob on it.
I don't think so.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, I think it's good.
All right, DON, you done?
All right. See ya.
Yeah. Stick it, baby! And I hope they never want to take it off.
How long are you gonna hold that? It's good.
Good. Oh, wow.
Sit. Hut.
Blue 22!
Today's video is brought to you by Nebbia by Moen Quattro, and we're gonna be installing the Quattro shower head in this custom home. And just FYI, Nebbia also sells shower trims to complement the shower head, as well as other awesome sustainable shower accessories. Nebbia.com is your one-stop shop for everything bathroom related. What are they drilling? Nebbia by Moen Quattro starts at just $119, and it's available exclusively on Nebbia.com. Right now, our homeowner doesn't know about this upgrade we're doing for them, so let's go hook them up. Let's go. The Quattro was designed by former Tesla, NASA, and Apple engineers who spent years researching and developing a superior shower experience that saves water. We're going to be installing this as a new shower head, and it's basically the same process if you're going to replace your shower head, except for the starting point of this pipe, it looks a little different. The R&D for Quattro created the world's best high-pressure water-saving shower, and it starts at just $119. And now it offers 4 spray types, hence the Quattro. Little pro tip my plumber taught me about putting in these goosenecks. You can use channel locks this end though to help you get the gooseneck, the last little bit that's hard to turn by hand. Just stick it in the end and you can use it to get extra leverage to get the gooseneck straight down. Good to go. My favorite spray mode is, of course, the hard spray. I don't even have to use soap. Nebia has sustainability behind everything they do. The Quattro is made from recycled ocean plastic, and to date, the Nebia community has saved more than 300 million gallons of water with 50,000 units sold around the world. Right now, they're having their biggest sale ever with up to 30% off Nebia products, plus free shipping in the US. There's never been a better time to buy. Wow. The holiday sale ends on December 9th, which is my birthday, weirdly enough. So go to Nebia.com/Perkins to take advantage of this offer and act fast before the sale ends. We've got a couple other little housewarming gifts for our client that they will love from Nebia. We have this quick dry earth mat that goes right here in front of your tub. And also a Nebia shower curtain, which is made from 100% recycled material. It looks awesome. Again, head to Nebia.com, that's Nebia.com/Perkins to save up to 30% on Nebia products on their biggest sale of the year. Thanks to Nebia for sponsoring this video. I've always wondered what was in the green boxes that are on the ground.
Big wires.
That's it.
That's what it is. Yep.
And I'm assuming we shouldn't touch any of that.
No, I believe that's called secondary power right there. That's
That'll light you up.
Oh yeah, enough to power a whole house or a few.
If you're the general public, you've never seen inside one of these green boxes, what we've got is 7,200 volts coming in, and then a transformer that breaks it down to 220, and then 110 is what your house needs, 110 volt. So that's what's happening here. This whole other side over here is full of oil for cooling. And I think the quickest way you could kill yourself is to touch two of those things at once, if you're wondering. So I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna look at it. Oh yeah, we can get around here. It's done. Done did it.
And yep.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Yeah, just put that on my truck.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Strong like bull.
Definitely not going to my house.
We need to get this thing worked on, actually, because we got a bad outlet on here.
You know any electricians?
We gonna throw the breaker?
I think it's time.
Or at least one of them?
I got verbal permission.
From who?
Electrician.
Oh, good, good.
I was going to say consent, but I think that's something else.
How far do we have to throw it?
Just this far.
Oh, that's not exciting.
Well, Ray was asking how far are we supposed to throw the breakers?
No, don't throw a breaker. That's not a good joke, because we need that thing.
Oh, okay.
They're expensive.
All right, okay.
Well, you were gonna throw one.
Never mind.
No more jokes around Jamie.
All right, he takes them way too seriously.
Well, I guess this is it.
Nothing happened, so that's good.
I missed the drum oven blew up.
Is this light supposed to stay on?
No, all the breakers are off inside. All right, main service on, half bath, loft bath, master bath, right down there, bud.
Missed it.
Master bath.
Okay, so we should have lights in the bathrooms and we can run extension cords. Yay!
So we're up here on the mountaintop. Got Ray and Jono here. We're here to grout showers. Tile showers need grout. And water. We need some water for this process, and we've had water on site this entire job except for now. But it's time to pay the piper. See? We've got to do it today. Let me tell you about why we don't have water. The plumber is here. He's been hooking up the well to the house and the pressure tank and all that. It's all disconnected. So we're gonna go down to the creek and we're gonna go with some buckets. We're gonna fill our buckets with creek water and we're gonna do the grout with creek water. Should be just about the same though. Super cold though, we're gonna have to warm it up a little bit. There's a couple things about doing this grout here that made it more difficult than normal. One thing is, part of it is upside down on the ceiling. So that just means it's falling off of your trowel and, you know, getting in your face and stuff like that. Also, the tile has a really irregular surface. It's kind of wavy. So normally you can just kind of swipe your trowel across and smear it into all the joints, hitting a lot of joints with one pass and going back and forth. Well, that didn't work for us. Yeah, the surface is really textured and kind of wavy. So you waste a lot of grout that just gets dropped in the kind of hollow places. So you're working really hard. You basically have to address each joint at a time and just kind of make sure that each little joint, and there's a lot of them because they're small tiles, it takes a lot of grout when you use small tiles because you have more grout joints compared to big, flat, smooth tiles. That would be way easier. By the time we got done actually putting the grout on, it was already hardening where we started. So immediately we had to start rubbing it off of the face of the tiles to make sure it didn't stick permanently. Instead of going at it with a sponge right away for our first pass of cleaning, I actually just used my hand and I rubbed it off. All the dried grout was just falling off, and that was actually pretty nice. Then I came at it with a sponge to kind of shape each little grout joint to get them barely recessed and coved, if you will, into the space between the tiles. You have to do this pretty quickly though, because remember, this is time sensitive. It's setting before your very eyes. And if you don't address it quickly, it'll be hard. And then I don't know what you do, start over, I guess, scrape it all out. It can get away from you and make your job and your life a lot harder. And you just gotta stay really focused and get at it as quickly as you can. And then work areas that are hard first, and then you'll get to a spot that's too soft, and then you'll be sitting there waiting on it. So it's kind of like a chase it around and work everything as it's hardening at just the right time. There's a very narrow window of opportunity there to get it worked before it sets up too hard, and that's what makes it terrible and stressful.
That is the last time I'll ask Jamie to just tell me all about something.
We're rolling up and rolling out. Time to get all the cables put on the truck. Now, my boy Jason here, he's trying to over-under this cable, and we taught the whole internet how to do that with our how to roll a cable video. I don't know if he's getting it yet.
Oh, I got it, baby.
I mean, that doesn't look bad, actually. That looks pretty good.
Explain why the over-under is important.
Well, the over-under method is to keep your cable from getting twisted and then pulled out straight again with a twist in it, and then rewound, twisted again, and it increasingly twists it more, and it eventually will stress the wires inside the jacket of the cable and break them. So this is good maintenance to roll it properly. Also, it keeps it from getting tangled, and it's easy to roll one out that has been over-undered, and it will lay flat without any twists. If this cable is not twisted currently, it's gonna like being rolled over-under. Okay. You're gonna like it, little cable. See, if it's already twisted up really bad, you're gonna have to fight it to over-under it. I think this one looks good. So we'll do an over for you there. That's over. It's pretty simple, really. And then under, you actually twist it like that.
Yeah.
Now, that's the hardest part. People can't get that part.
It is hard though.
That.
Okay.
See? I'll do it again. There you go.
Under.
And then you just grab it. That's called under. And then you just repeat the over and under cycle here until you're done to the end. Now, there is a very important note, almost a caveat, I would say, is that when you're done, the side that you started with must remain on the side of the cable roll that you started with, and the side you finished with must remain on the other side. I like to nestle them in there and actually kind of twist the wires up to make them bundled up real tight, then slap a piece of electrical tape on it. You know where this thing's going? Nowhere. It's gonna be exactly like this till I need it again, and when I undo it, I'll get this side off and I'll throw it out that way. It'll lay flat every time.
Wow.
I don't know what the big deal is.
So you're saying it twists? Is what you're saying.
It would, yeah.
It would twist.
Yeah, I mean, we could demonstrate that.
Well, what about this move? Let me show
Okay.
you. Let me show you my move.
Okay,
Over,
wrong,
under, over, under,
wrong,
over, under,
wrong,
over.
wrong.
That's what he's talking about.
All right, now throw it out,
Wrong.
Jason, after you do that. See? Look, it's already...
Oh, it's
'cause
fighting back.
It's because he messed it up with his
Fighting
over-under.
back.
All right,
Look at
now roll
that,
it
that's
out.
tight.
Now roll it out. Yeah,
this cable-
exactly. That's the whole point. Look at that.
This cable is,
So you gotta do it like this.
see, that one did pretty good.
So
Now we're gonna have to throw
that's
it
what
away.
your method does, is it turns it into a bird's nest.
If you use this method, trust me, your cables will thank you.
No, they won't. They'll just last longer.
You're welcome. This one just did. You're
I
welcome.
think Jamie's finally lost it
Isn't
over
that
here. We need to take a little break or something.
If any of you out there are climbers, you probably know about like doing this with a rope, like doing a figure 8 with a rope. Have you ever done that?
I'm
not a
climber.
Okay. Well, it's kind of the same thing, but just in a circle. It's if you think about it long enough, it's kind of circular thinking. But it's all
we're going here.
it's all for keeping your cables nice.
All right, folks, we're headed out for what should be the very last day at the Nantahala retreat. making the last drive. Now, we'll be back. Trust me, we'll be back again, but this is the last scheduled work day on the project. After today, there's no known major projects left, except for doing the tile on the backsplash, which we don't have that tile yet. And you don't need tile on your backsplash to get a CO. So that's the deal with that. Hey, stick around. Like always, we're gonna have a great time finishing up. Thank you for making me write down all the stuff I needed to get for today. Yeah. All that crap, I got to Lowe's and I was like, oh, I remember it. No, I'd forgot half the things we said on Friday, so shout out to Ray on that one.
The good news is it's Monday and Jono's at work.
Okay, perfect.
The bad news is I don't think he's gonna get much production done today.
Where's he at? Jono! Look alive, buddy!
Sorry, bro. I'm here.
Our homeowner left us this door knocker, and he even left us a note. I think he really gets us. He said, can't save Pecker. It's
a nut. Where
Okay,
you gonna put that?
It's a through bolt. So I think it's for a door.
It's gonna go on the door?
No, because our door is half glass. So I think we're gonna have to put it on the wall next to the door.
Hey, why don't you take that thing out of reverse? It might drill better.
It might be a wood bit. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, it ain't gonna drill a bit, I can guarantee it. Don't tell the other guys, but I actually have a full set of bits. Have you ever seen one?
No, I've never seen
This is a full set. See how they're all there?
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'll let you use one, only under my supervision, and then I'm gonna take it back.
That's not a joke.
Okay.
There's never been one of those in
I think
trucks.
people can appreciate that, right?
I'm putting the bit back.
All right.
It's in there.
Okay.
It's a full set again. Going in my truck. The critter. Love it.
Anybody home?
Hit it. It kind of sounds like a woodpecker.
Kind of sounds annoying as crap.
Careful, I don't drop the screw, don't drop the screw. You know, I was thinking to myself the whole time, don't drop the screw, don't drop the screw. And now it's literally a needle in a haystack.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
I think
Isn't that nice?
it's a goner. Oh!
No, you're kidding.
There it is.
No way.
Yeah. Now we're back in business.
I can't believe it.
This is going to be a Let Jamie Talk segment. There's one thing out here that doesn't pass code right now.
Mm-hmm. That's the stairs. Gotta have a handrail on the stairs. Let's have a look. This right here, you might call that a handrail, but actually it's not. This entire rail system on the deck is considered a guard. That's just to keep you from falling off. It does qualify for that. However, to actually have something to hold while you climb the stairs, we got nothing. You can't grab this unless you got real man hands like Andre the Giant, and it doesn't pass. Even if you grip around the edge, you say, oh, I can hold that. Well, guess what? It doesn't pass code. So I'm gonna add a metal handrail right here. It'll just bolt to the post here at the bottom, the post at the top. It'll free span this 5-foot length right here with no problem, be plenty strong, and it will have a nice grip to it passing code. What else?
I'm assuming you're going to have to go home and do that. We have no material to do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Was that your plan?
Well, I know it's still pretty early.
No watch.
Still pretty early in the morning, but I think my best shot of it is leave here. Okay. And you guys just do like all the stuff here. Okay. I'm just gonna go home by myself in the metal shop and just weld this thing up.
I'm in here with the washer and dryer, and I'm gonna take off some sort of a jumper that wasn't supposed to be left on to use this thing with a 4-prong plug, which is what we did.
Probably put it right where you can't see what you're doing.
Don't drop the screw. I got it.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, I'm looking for a jumper.
A jumper.
That's the jumper. And just the green round goes there. Didn't drop the screw. She's all buttoned up again. Thanks again to you master electricians who commented on the channel that I did that wrong. It is now fixed thanks to you.
That precision.
Man, it's good to have Ray back.
Seriously.
I mean, really.
Seriously.
Look at this.
Not to be me doing that.
Painting's just getting done.
Oh, I'm gonna paint too, bro.
No, you're not.
Make sure you get me on camera. Look at me.
Oh. We're coming down to the end of the line, and the last thing you want to do on the last day is jag the wall with a ladder, right? So one time we built a house for a cable guy, and he taught me the safest way to carry a ladder through a finished house, and it's like this, weirdly enough. So let's try it out. I'm gonna go down the stairs, see if I can not hit the wall.
What cable guy was that?
His name was Joe.
Joe the cable guy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Paint.
Yeah.
I got the grout caulk done. I used more flex, which is sanded.
Oh.
It doesn't
that's
match
good.
like exactly. Yeah, doesn't match exactly. But I love the way it looks. It looks sanded like grout.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
So you want the bad news? I saw something while I was laying on the floor down here.
What?
Right there. Tiny little piece of baseboard is missing.
Oh my gosh! Are you joking me? What in the world?
I've got a saw if we've got a piece of baseboard.
I don't even think we have a piece of baseboard here.
Well, I didn't notice till I was laying flat on the floor.
Son of a!
So. Is that head tilt pretty important?
Yeah. You gotta,
You're like way back. Lean it way back.
you gotta get it just right every time.
You know, it'd make Jono lose his mind
What's that?
if I walked across the floor. He just mopped with my boots on.
Yeah. You should do it. We
Yeah,
need,
you
a,
seriously
we need a
would
fun
snap.
time today.
Okay, you heard that. Merry Christmas, Ray.
Thanks, man. I always
You got
wanna
your
have
whole
a truck
truck
full of junk.
I think we're done, guys. So we're gonna show you a few little clips of the finished house. We're not gonna do a whole tour right now because what I've learned over the years is after all the work you put into this place, all the effort, when it's done, it just looks like an empty house. Walls and floors and ceilings. It doesn't really look like a home till the homeowner moves in and puts the things that they love in the home and it looks like someone lives there. So once that happens, we will give you a tour when it looks like home. Thanks for building with us. Appreciate you watching this series. Make sure to tune in because we're starting a brand new house right away. It's already started and it's gonna be great. See ya.
Right on. An 8th. Let's check that one. 16th? Yep. Ooh, dead nuts. 3/4.
Okay, all right, we're done.
Dead nuts.
Dude, what is this?
I don't know, man.
That's Jono.
Is
That's
Jono-
gotta be
that's
Jono.
what he
Put my
thinks of
stuff
this?
in the trash. That's not trash. All right, let's eat lunch. NOC.